Good morning to Ubers. How are you guys doing? Welcome back to the Snowdrift channel. So I just got out of the parts store and I picked up a little something that hopefully is going to help us solve a couple of problems today. And also picked up some of this. Hush up. I picked up some of this valve grinding compound. I've used it in the past, that bottle will last you for a good long while. But I was looking around in my RTV drawer, showed you guys my toolbox tour not too long ago. But I looked around in that drawer and I couldn't find it, so just picked up some more. It's pretty cheap stuff. Hopefully by the end of the day I'll be able to tell you guys something pretty exciting. So let's get on home and get started working. So we got something to help the body of the RSX and the engine of the RSX. So we're gonna get in here and one thing I hate more than anything is leaves in the garage. All right, you guys, now that that's over, I just wanted to kind of organize and straighten up the garage a little bit. As you can see, I've got all this looking pretty dadgum good. Got the workbench cleaned off. You guys know that that sucker's never cleaned off. I've got this area all cleaned up. Like I've got so much space in here now because I've actually moved everything kind of where it needs to be. Still got a little bit more of like organizational stuff to do here. I want to like create like a rack or maybe get like get like shelving in here or something to keep my cleaning supplies like in my buckets and stuff up off the floor a little bit. I've got all the stuff that was kind of cluttered up and everything in its correct place. I moved some stuff out to the shed outside. I mounted my fishing pole rack to the wall. I've been needing to do that for a long time. I actually got that for Christmas a couple years ago. Got the CBR sitting there looking pretty, and everything in here is just looking so much better. Not as much stuff on the floor, much more room in here. I finally just have the garage looking super clean. Which reminds me, let's thank today's channel supporter, SuperClean. Todd Hale from SuperClean reached out to me and said, hey, I really think our products would be helpful to you and the subscribers of your channel. And he asked if I would feature some of their products in a video. And of course I said yes. But before I said yes to Todd, I had one question and one question only. Is their products environmentally friendly? And he sent me an email back and said, absolutely. That was my biggest stipulation. I really like using products that are biodegradable and are able to be used outdoors, and you don't risk any harm to the planet itself. It even says on all their products that they use biodegradable detergents. Being totally transparent with you guys, like I always try to be, I've had these products for a couple weeks and I've been using them on a lot of different things. I've used the SuperClean Degreaser on my outdoor grill that I use to cook food for me and my family. It did a phenomenal job of breaking down all of the grime and grit that gets on a grill as you cook and things burn and everything like that. And if that's one thing that you're worried about spraying this stuff on areas that you would be eating off of or cooking on, don't be. We've used this on our granite countertops. We've used it on our wooden kitchen dining room table, and we haven't had any issues out of it whatsoever. So we've been actually testing this stuff for a couple of weeks now, but I wanted to show you guys how well it actually works in today's video. Another awesome thing is Todd sent me some swag, SuperClean swag. They sent me a hat and a shirt. That was really, really cool. They asked me what my sizes were and everything like that. I really dig the hat. He asked me like what kind of style I prefer. They got a couple different styles. And I really dig the urban camo that they got. So without further ado, I'm going to use this on a couple different things today just to show you guys how well it works. Honestly, unfortunately, I don't have anything that is super, super dirty, but I do have a couple things that I want to get cleaned up to bring into our now clean garage. Just real quick, you can go on their website and they have these products in a bunch of different stores. They sell them at Walmart, O'Reilly's, so probably most auto parts stores. On their website, it has a list of all their retailers that sell this stuff. So you can use this stuff on engines, tools, grills, driveways, outdoor furniture, kitchens, like I said, bathrooms, stainless steel, fiberglass, concrete, that's pretty cool, and many other cleaning uses. I have actually used this on concrete after I read that. Me and my wife are doing some work on the back patio, and there's a couple of spots where our dog has gotten sick in a few places, and this stuff actually pulls that stuff out of the concrete pretty dadgum good. I was honestly genuinely impressed. And this bottle, you can dilute like 10 to 1, I believe is what they said. It's got a couple of instructions on the back. This is an aerosol can, so you can't necessarily dilute this, but you can spray this and then maybe add some water to kind of maybe stretch out the use of this as well. So really, really cool. I've had people reach out and want to send me some products before in the past. I've always said no, but SuperClean seemed like a really cool company to work with, and I'm really happy that they reached out to me, such a small channel, and allowed me this opportunity. So thank you guys very much. I really appreciate it. Gave me no money for this. They were just like, hey, we want you to try out some stuff. We'll send you some stuff for free, give you some merchandise. You know, I love hats. You guys see me wear hats all the time. So let's try this on a few things and we'll see how well it works. Okay, so you've seen how well the SuperClean works in the kitchen, on the grill. Let's try the engine stand. I've had this engine stand for 6 years now. Never have cleaned it. Look, in a couple of these places, you can literally see the grease being lifted up by the foam. That's awesome. Look at this. Look at this area right here. Now, with that being also said, this engine stand is not my grill. It's not my stovetop. It's not the counter inside my house. I'm not even gonna wipe. We're gonna hose it off and see how well this stuff works. Okay, so with no scrubbing whatsoever, it's done a pretty dadgum good job of cleaning. There is a couple of places where it just simply, you know, maybe I didn't leave it on there long enough or something like that, but all these areas that you're seeing, that's just like no paint. There's no more paint left. But the main place where engine stands get dirty is down at the bottom, where you flipping engines over and coolant comes out, oil comes out, all that good stuff. So just with light agitation here, I'm just using my finger. No abrasives, no anything, nothing crazy. And you can already tell that did the trick. I believe that worked extremely well. I've got one more super greasy thing that we're gonna try and clean with SuperClean. And this thing has literally spent its life submerged in oil. We're gonna clean this rod and piston. So I don't want you guys to think I'm cheating, but I don't wanna just lay this on the ground, then spray it with degreaser and then let all of the grime and gunk on this thing just, you know, go back into the earth. So I'm going to use this bucket to clean it with properly. We're just gonna sit that in there real nice. I'm gonna spray this on here and get it into the grooves real good. Spray it on top of the head where the combustion chamber would be. Get this thing just nice and saturated. Oh boy. Just rinsing it off a little bit there. Look at that. Without me even touching it really. Look at how clean this is now. This was totally black. Look at this area here. It's all nice and clean now. This area. So basically what I'm trying to show you guys is with very minimal scrubbing or effort at all, you let this thing sit in the degreaser for a little while and it's gonna do all the work for you, which is just super cool, super clean. I'm gonna let that sit in there a little bit longer. And like I said, you can dilute this 10 to 1. So what if we just poured a little bit in there? It's purple too, by the way. I didn't even realize it was purple. Now knowing that it's actually a purple liquid, why doesn't it smell like grapes? That may have something to do with its ability to be biodegradable and environmentally friendly. Okay, so I'm gonna let that rod and piston sit in this solution for a few minutes and just to see how long it takes. Sorry about my dog. But we're going to come back to this here in a little while and see how how well it looks. And the reason I'm cleaning it, there's a reason why I'm cleaning it, and please stay tuned to the end of the video to hear about something pretty exciting that's going to be happening. There's a reason why I'm cleaning this rod and piston, okay? Bear with me, stick to the end of the video, promise. All right, you guys, so it's been a little bit. I'm gonna let the piston sit in the solution a little bit longer, but I really wanted the sun to kind of dry this thing up. So let's pull it inside. Actually, let's put the block on it. What do you guys think? Think that's a good idea? It's been a minute since I've looked at this thing anyway. Want to make sure it's not getting rust or anything on me. Nope, look good. It's looking good still. God, the cross hatching is just absolutely gorgeous. That was nice of them to cover that up. They really know what they're doing. Shacklet Automotive Machine shouting you out. You guys rock. Nashville, Tennessee. Man, that is awesome. So great. I don't even want to touch this thing. All right, well, that took forever, but I finally got the engine bracket mounted up to the bell housing portion of the K24. So now we just gotta pick the block up, slam it into there, and then we can have full rotation. I don't recommend doing this unless unless you have confidence in yourself. I'm not telling you what to do, just telling you to be careful. Not everything is as light as a mostly aluminum block. So just like I said, be careful. Boom. Cool, cool, cool. On the stand. Very nice. Oh, I've been waiting for this day for so long. I'm gonna throw all this stuff back where it needs to go real quick before we continue the admiration. Slowly but surely getting my workbench cleaned off. Okay, so now that I've kind of cleaned up just a hair, kind of wanted to just get that done. So I'm not gonna make you guys wait any longer. We're gonna check on that piston in that bucket here in a minute, but here's the reason why I wanted to clean that piston. Here is my plan. This is why we're cleaning the piston. This is what I would like to do. There is one small hiccup though. So let me get through this. We're cleaning that piston up real good because I'm gonna be handling it a lot here pretty soon, and I don't wanna get my hands dirty constantly while I'm dealing with this guy. Specifically because in hopefully the next episode or two, we're going to begin the assembly of the K24. Woo! I'm so excited. I've been wanting to get this done for such a long time. You guys don't even know. Here is the hiccup that I've ran into. When I sent all this stuff up to Shacklet, or I took it all up to Shacklet, they did all the work for me. They weighed the rods for me, made sure everything was good. They turned the crank, they bored out this, and they pressed in the sleeves and got them up to spec. Everything's good to go. Here's the problem. Now, I'm not faulting John for this. John told me that when they did the ring gap, when you gap, I know how to gap a ring. I just don't have the equipment to do it. So what you do is you get your rings, you get your top ring basically. I believe the second ring as well. So this is your top ring, and you can even see where they grounded it. And then you stick it inside of the bore here, and then you have a plate that comes down and it goes inside and it makes this thing level. And then you take a feeler gauge and you measure the gap of the ring. You're supposed to do that one of these packages, per one cylinder. Then after you do that, once you get one done, you say, okay, this is cylinder number 1. You write a number 1 on this, put it with a piston. There's no numbers on here for me to be able to indicate which set goes with which bore. Now, they all may be totally identical to like the tiniest degree, but I don't know that. So I sent him a message. He hasn't replied back to me yet, but he's supposed to be. I'm assuming he will at some point. If he doesn't, I'm going to give him a call and ask him what needs to be done. He may just say, they're all within a certain specification. They're all within this. Assuming that each one of these bores are exactly the same, like exactly, then all of these should be totally interchangeable. It doesn't matter. That's my thought. But I am not going to assemble anything until I know that for sure. But we're going to be assembling the short block very soon, you guys. So I'm thank you for being super patient, and you know, I've been waiting a long time for this too. This is something that I've been wanting to do since I got an RSX. Like this has been like my dream to just build a very high horsepower RSX, freaking dominate the streets, take people to Gapplebee's, you know, just really like toy with like, you know, high horsepower cars and things like that, and get better track times at the drag strip since we live so close to the strip. So yeah, that's always been my goal. And we're going to be able to achieve that pretty soon, I hope. Let's end the video by checking out this piston one last time. I've got pretty high hopes for it, that it's going to be, you know, not perfect, but pretty deadgum clean. Look at that. Let's get in the sun here. I mean, yeah, a couple spots here and there, but I think that that's totally fair. I think that that is totally fair. It looks really, really cool. It even got most of the carbon deposits off of this. Intake side, exhaust side. Makes sense that the exhaust side would be a little bit dirtier anyway. But yeah, it did that with no scrubbing or anything weird. So once again, thank you so much, SuperClean. You guys have been awesome to work with. And like I said, I hope we can work some more deals in the future. That'd be totally cool. Love it. Love the product. So guys, thank you ever so much for sticking with me for so long. I mean, I know you probably came to this channel for motorcycles, but you stayed for car stuff, and I really appreciate that. So hope you guys have a great weekend, you know, and make sure to be safe out there if you're gonna be out on 2. It's been really nice here in North Alabama, in the 256 area. So everyone just be safe out there. Thank you for sticking with me for so long. I'm so excited I can't even form complete sentences, you guys. Like, you know, I'm just, ooh, I'm stoked. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram. And I'll see you guys soon. Thank you.